Got it.
Okay, so this is our lesson today, subtraction. Before we go to our lesson, I would like to ask, what are the parts of an addition operation? Anyone? What are the parts of addition operation? The parts of additions are addends and the sum or the total. Because I asked that question because I'm going to ask you what are the parts of a subtraction operation today. Okay, before we go to page 22, I would like to ask you first, what are the parts of subtraction? We have learned the parts of addition. Addend plus addend equals sum or total, right? So for example, 2 plus 3 equals 5. 2 and 3 are addends. And 5, the answer is called the sum or total. So how about, for example, 88 minus 80 equals 8. What do you call 88? What do you call 80? And what do you call 8? Anyone who can remember their grade 3 mathematics? So 88 starts with letter M. It starts with letter M. What do you call 88? Okay, since no one is
Minuets.
again, please.
Minuets.
It's minuend. Okay, everybody say
Oh.
minuend.
Minuet.
Okay, very good. That's the biggest number in the equation. And what do you call number 80? It starts with letter S.
Subtractor.
It's subtrahend. Everybody say subtrahend.
Subtrahend.
Okay, so minuend, the bigger number, the smaller number, the subtrahend. But the answer is called, what do you call the answer?
Sum.
Sum is for addition. It starts with letter D. Start with letter D. Start with letter D. Okay, it's called difference. Everybody say difference.
Difference.
Okay, so the minuend in the equation is 88. The subtrahend is 80. And the answer is called difference. Okay, please remember this. Minuend, subtrahend, and difference. In addition, addend plus addend equals sum or total. Subtraction, minuend minus subtrahend equals difference. Okay, let's proceed now to our lesson. On page 22, I'm going to explain or show you the examples. Subtracting two numbers. So the equation 856,664 minus 645,992 is equal to blank. Regroup when necessary. Okay, so you have to regroup. So 4 and 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2. 6 becomes 16. We borrow from 6. So 6 becomes 5. Okay. 16 minus 9 equals 7. Okay. 5 minus 6 cannot be. So 5 becomes 15. We borrow from 6. 6 becomes 5. 15 minus 9 equals 6. 5 minus 5 equals 0. 5 minus 4 equals 1. 8 minus 6 equals 2. Answer, 210,672. Okay, let's subtract 3 numbers. When subtracting 3 numbers, first subtract the second number from the first number to get the initial answer. And then subtract the third number from the initial answer to get the final answer. Okay, look at this example. 837,425 minus 24,933 minus 12,784. So we are going to use the first step or the first method or the second method, sorry. The first, in addition, if you remember, in addition, there are 2 methods, right? You have to add, first method, you add all together right away. Second method, you have to add first the 2 addends, and then that sum will be added to the third addend. So here in the subtraction, we are going to subtract the second number from the first number first. After getting the difference, this, you write there, and then you subtract the remaining number. So look, 5 minus 3 equals 2. 2 becomes 12 because 2 minus 3 cannot be subtracted. 2 is smaller than 3. So 2 becomes 12. We borrow from 4. 4 becomes 3. 12 minus 3 equals 9. 3 minus 9 cannot be subtracted. 3 is very smaller than 9. So 3 becomes 13. 13, we borrow 1 from 7. So 7 becomes 6. 13 minus 9 equals 4. 6 minus 4 equals 2. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 8 minus 0 equals 8. And then you write this difference here. 812,492. 2 minus 4 cannot be, so 2 becomes 12. We borrow 1 from 9. 9 becomes 8. 12 minus 4 equals 8. 8 minus 8 equals 0. 4 minus 7 cannot be subtracted because 4 is smaller than 7. So 4 becomes 14. We borrow 1 from 2. 2 becomes 1. 14 minus 7 equals 7. 1 minus 2 cannot be subtracted. We borrow 1 from 1. 1 becomes 0. 11 minus 2 equals 9. 0 minus 1 cannot be subtracted. 0 becomes 10. We borrow 1 from 7. 8. 8 becomes 7. 10 minus 1 equals 9. 7 minus 0 equals 7. I knew you learned this when you were in grade 3. The only difference now is that the numbers are getting bigger, or the numbers are huge, composed of 6 or more digits. Okay? How do you subtract 4 numbers? Singha, how do you subtract 4 numbers? A while ago, how do you subtract 3 numbers? So the second number is subtracted from the first number. And then the third number is subtracted from the first difference. This is
I know.
How do you subtract 4 numbers? Kran?
We go the necessary.
Okay, so Kran, it's just like answering how to subtract 3 numbers, right? But because it's 4 numbers, After subtracting the third number from the initial answer to get the final answer, you subtract the fourth number from the initial answer to get the final answer. So, okay, moving on. On page 17. 432. This is so huge. Look, 3,264,980 minus 58,621 minus 745,852. Are you still listening? Okay, I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 1 equals 9. 8 becomes 7 because we borrowed 1. So 7 minus 2 equals 5. We didn't borrow, so 9 still 9. 9 minus 6 equals 3. 4 cannot be subtracted by 8 because 4 is smaller than 8. So 4 becomes 14. 14 minus 8 equals 6. 6 becomes 5. 5 minus 5 equals 0. 2 minus 0 equals 2. 3 minus 0 equals 3. Then write this number here. So now, and then subtract to the third number. 9 minus 2 equals 7. 5 minus 5 equals 0. 3 becomes 13. We borrow 1 from 6. 6 becomes 5. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 5 minus 5 equals 0. 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 4 equals 6. 2 becomes 1. 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 7 equals 4. And 3 becomes 2. 2 minus 0 equals 2. So when you are doing the